Clear start and a cool start as you get kicked off on this weekend. We have high pressure still in control for us, and that's going to stay locked in for the next few days, really preventing any big fronts like this one off toward the west from coming into our region, and it will break down as it tries to push off toward the east. In fact, the high pressure system staying its strongest for today and tomorrow, and then we start to whittle that away a little at a time for into early next week. Our next cold front looking to arrive by Wednesday, and that high pressure system starting to shift out of our direction. This is Future Track for your whole weekend, and I zoom it out this much because if I zoomed it in, you really wouldn't see anything. There's no change, no rain to talk about for this weekend, barely a cloud in the sky. It is just picture perfect for your Saturday and your Sunday plans. Looking to be pretty nice, more passing clouds up to our north, but that's really about it. Here's the look at temperatures right now. Off to a cool start. We're at 36 degrees. Areas that have that high pressure system in control staying on the cool side. Off toward the west, you can see the cold front, temperatures behind it in the 30s and 40s. But this small sliver ahead of the cold front has temperatures that are trying to pulse up a little bit more, resulting in 60s this morning over in Minneapolis. Yeah, we're not quite that lucky just yet. In fact, temperatures this morning continuing to fall close to freezing in some spots between now and 8 a.m. Sunrise today is a few minutes before 8, so between now and then, we will continue to fall in temperatures. It's 36 in Fort Wayne, same thing in Paulding, 35 in Decatur, 43 in Columbia City. If you left your car out overnight, you're likely going to wake up to some frost developing between now and about 8:30. As the sun comes up, it will start to melt off. Temperatures again dropping about another degree or two before 8 o'clock. By 9, we're making it into the 40s, and high temperatures today, not just in the 60s for some of us, but I do think others of us reach 70 degrees. In fact, here in Fort Wayne, I think we briefly get up to a high of 72 degrees. Then we begin to fall late tonight into early tomorrow morning, back into the lower 40s. For your weekend forecast, temperatures today up to 72. Tomorrow, though, mid-70s. Your average high this time of year is the mid-60s. So this is actually an unusually warm up, and definitely enjoy it while you can because the above average trend is going to be a little bit more short-lived. In fact, it comes to a peak on Monday as temperatures go just shy of reaching 80 degrees. That high pressure system, as I mentioned, for early next week slowly breaks down. As it does, our next cold front comes in and we are slipping right back to the status we were at before, going back into the 50s by late next week. So here's your 7-day forecast. Again, this weekend, no weather worries to talk about. Really, the only thing I can warn you about is if you are still going to some of those later season farmers markets this morning, if you're the vendor or maybe the patron, it's going to be cold. 30s and 40s this morning. Same thing for tomorrow morning, just a tad warmer in the low 40s. As we get into Monday, that's the warmest day of the week, 78 degrees. As we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, a little bit more passing cloud cover. As I mentioned, that cold front comes through. We slip back into the 50s and 60s, and we start to warm up a little bit more by Friday of next week, a high of 60.